Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host, James Egan. I'm looking at historic African Americans this month, and there's no way I can talk about Black History Month without doing a video about Rosa Parks. My niece is 5 years old, and she knows who Rosa Parks is. What's Rosa Parks best known for? She is often known as the first black woman in the United States to refuse to give up her seat to a white person. This isn't true. You know what's weirder than that? She wasn't even the first black person to give up her seat to a white person in her hometown. That honor belongs to Claudette Colvin. So how come no one's ever heard of her? Where's her legacy? Well, it's quite a shame, really. Claudette Colvin was a pregnant teenager when she refused to give up her seat. The civil rights movement worried that she would represent a negative stereotype towards African Americans if she was placed in the spotlight. But they saw this as an opportunity. Rosa Parks sat in the bus with the intention of not giving up her seat no matter what. She knew a white person was going to ask her to get up, and she was going to say no preemptively. So it wasn't because she was tired or anything like that. It was strategy. She knew she was going to be arrested, and she knew that she had a completely perfect clean record. She did this because she believed this would strengthen the civil rights movement. And that is the first fact about Rosa Parks. Let's dive in. Rosa Parks was born in 1913. Her birth name was Rosa Macaulay. She was born in Tuskegee, Alabama. She was married to Raymond Parks from 1932 until his death in 1977. Okay, let's look at the whole bus thing. Buses in Montgomery have been segregated by race since 1900. The incident of Rosa Parks not giving up her seat occurred on December 1st, 1955 in Montgomery, Alabama. This led to the Montgomery bus boycott, which initiated desegregation on Montgomery buses. Because she didn't give up her seat, Rosa Parks was fined $14. That was probably a lot back then. She was nicknamed the Mother of the Civil Rights Movement. She appeared in the 1994 TV series Touched by an Angel.
He is standing on God's side now.
She was portrayed by Yolanda King in the 1978 film King.
Because if you don't get up, I'm going to call that policeman out there and have you arrested.
Go on and call.
Yolanda was the daughter of Martin Luther King, who was a civil rights activist, just like Parks. I already did a video about Martin Luther King. I'll leave a link at the end of this video if you want to check that out. During her arrest, the bus driver was James F. Blake. Interestingly enough, Rosa Parks got into a heated argument with the same bus driver in 1943. Rosa Parks said in her autobiography that if she recognized James F. Blake was the bus driver, she wouldn't have even bothered getting on the bus. On the day of the bus boycott, it was pouring rain, which the civil rights movement were worried would affect their chances to make an impact. Luckily, the protest was a complete success. She wrote a biography in 1992. In the biography, she talks about the bus incident and said this: "People always say that I didn't give up my seat because I was tired, but that isn't true. I was not tired physically, or no more tired than I usually was at the end of a working day. I was not old, although some people have an image of me as being old then. I was 42. No, the only tired I was tired of giving in." She received many awards. In 1996, she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 1999, she received the Congressional Gold Medal, and the year 2000, she was awarded the first Governor's Medal of Honor. In 2010, an asteroid was named after her. It is called 284996 Rosa Parks. She was inducted in the Michigan Women's Hall of Fame in 1983, the National Women's Hall of Fame in 1993, and the Alabama Women's Hall of Fame in 2008. She suffered from dementia near the end of her life and was looked after by a caretaker. She passed away in 2005. She's the first woman ever and the second African American to be laid at rest at the Capitol Rotunda in Washington, D.C. On the day of her funeral, President George W. Bush ordered all flags on U.S. public areas to be flown at half staff. And finally, Rosa Parks became the first African-American woman to have her likeness depicted in the National Statuary Hall. This occurred in 2013. The main reason why I wanted to focus on Black History Month is not just talk about people who made a change, but who inspired. Rosa Parks' defiance changed the world and the rights of African-Americans. But as I've already said, we must remember that she was inspired by Claudette Colvin.
And I could hear the white passioners saying, she gotta move, that's the law, she gotta move. And I felt like this is my time to take a stand for justice.
Claude Colvin, who is still alive by the way, does not get a legacy, is not known for standing against segregation. So this video is not dedicated just to Rosa Parks, it's not just dedicated to Claude Colvin, but the millions of Africans and African Americans who fought against intolerance and prejudice, knowing that it could destroy or end their life, but they fought against it anyway, purely because they knew it was the right thing to do. To learn more facts, check out my books. They're available on Amazon, on paperback, and Kindle. Thanks for watching. See you again.